Cuphead is a game that is often remembered for its really hard bosses. Today, I'm going to be tackling Cuphead's Platinum as well as every trophy in the DLC for this game, the delicious last course. Step 1 was to complete the game on regular difficulty. The first boss I decided to tackle was the Root Pack. Oh my god, this thing, oh. Stupid. Bro, stop your crying. Oh. Do I not have a super yet? Is that why I can't do it? What's he use on my cards? Might as well, right? Die, you stupid carrot. I ain't scared of you. I just break your goddamn carrot. Dude, this spread is actually kind of OP. You guys are right. Ow. Okay, maybe I should stop talking. Damn, what is this guy's health, bro? I've been lighting this dude up. There we go. Hey, taking names. First trophy, defeat a boss. The next level I decided to hop into was one of the run and gun levels. Each run and gun level in the game has 5 coins that we need to collect for a trophy that I need later on. So what I decided to do was complete this level while getting every coin. Take a chill pill. I like the sound of killing the blue enemies. It's kind of funny. Just a beep. There we go. Right after getting out of the level, I accidentally got a trophy here for taking a shortcut on the map. So what's over here? Ooh, cutting corners. Find a shortcut. Oh, that was completely on accident. Which brings me to my next boss fight, which was this gumball looking enemy. And in this boss fight, I ended up getting another accidental trophy. Hey, I got something. Parry resistance. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the game. What is it? Complete 20 parries. There we go. I also ended up beating this boss fight with an A rank, which I'll explain a little bit more later, but that's going to be really important for a trophy. I was pretty familiar with that boss fight now, and that boss fight was actually pretty easy for me. So I decided to hop back in this boss fight and get another trophy for completing a boss without getting hit. It should be good because this phase is like the easiest phase. And what did I say? Hey, there we go. Perfect run. Complete a level without getting hit. There we go. Then I came across a mausoleum. For completing these mausoleums, you end up unlocking a super. What you have to do in here is protect a urn, and inside that urn is Miss Chalice, the same Miss Chalice that is a part of the DLC. And I know you can use Miss Chalice throughout the base game as well to make the base game much easier than it is, but I decided to stick with the original challenge and just do it with Cuphead and Mugman. So like I said, once I completed it, I unlocked my first super art, and the super heart is just an essential attack that you need throughout your playthrough in Cuphead. So then I went on to complete Inkwell Isle 1. All I had to do for that was complete one more run and gun level, defeat a boss in a plane. These are probably my least favorite missions in the entire game. During the plane mission though, I did end up getting another trophy called Parry Performance, and that trophy was for parrying 100 times. I'm scared. Give me that. Parry Performance, I got a trophy. I don't know what the hell that is. I think it's for parrying stuff. No! How close was I? Oh my god, I was right there. I hate this game. Then after that, I defeated this flower boss, and that was the final boss that I needed to defeat, and every level was also cleared in Inkwell Isle 1. Hey, there we go. A walk in the park, defeat every boss on Inkwell Isle 1. All right, you guys are right, yeah. Now it was time to head into Inkwell Isle 2. My first boss in Isle number 2 was this boss right here. It was kind of a candy-themed boss. You fought a bunch of mini-bosses before you then went on to fight the main boss of the level. Now, the reason getting this super art before the mausoleum was important because there is also a trophy connected to that where you have to defeat a boss using a super art, and that's what I did right here. This is scary. Yay, there we go. Porcelain power, defeat a boss with a super art. Okay. I then went ahead and did my first run and gun level of Isle 2, and in this level there was a perfect opportunity to get another trophy, and that trophy was to parry 5 times without hitting the ground. Away. All right. All right, I can't parry again today. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Bouncing ball. After that, I went ahead and defeated the rest of the bosses I needed on Inkwell Isle 2. Yay! There we go. Please die. 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 Yes! So this is a loss because I'm not doing this with 1 HP.
12 seconds later.
Then I do it with 1 HP. Finally, the last boss I needed to defeat was this boss right here. Of course, another plane level. Ow. Hey, there we go. A day at the fair. Now it was time to tackle the final island in the game, Inkwell Isle 3. Definitely the hardest isle in the game, and the isle with also the most bosses in the game. My first order of action I decided to complete real quick since it was real easy was to complete the final mausoleum. That would give me my final super, and I would also get a trophy for that. There we go. Magician Lord. Obtain all super arts. Nice. Some of the bosses in Inkwell Isle 3 were really easy, like this boss that I did in my first try. Hey, there we go. That was pretty easy. All right. This boss right here, which I think is the hardest boss in the game, Dr. Cal's robot. Bro, this looks like the dude from Futurama, bro. Like, it wouldn't be so bad if these stupid freaking things weren't flying at me the whole time, man. On top of that, I got bolts. Then I start getting magnetized in. Like, who decided that was a good idea? Cool, man. This is gonna be the death of me, this one. Wow, there's 14 nukes. That's so unbelievably stupid. I can't even begin to tell you. Oh, on top of that, you also have to dodge him doing the goddamn Macarena from the left-hand side of the screen. You're joking. You're joking, right? Finally, dude. Oh my god. So like I said before, in the run and gun levels, my objective was to find every coin in every level and complete them. Here in Inkwell Isle 3 was my final run and gun level, and you would also get a trophy for getting every coin in every level. Here is me doing that. There we go. That's Crash 4 practice right there, baby. Ooh, coffers full. Get every coin in all the... Oh! Eventually, I was then able to defeat Inkwell Isle 3. Oh my god, thank god. Trip downtown. Finally, man. Oh my god, that took forever. W's in the chat. Now, there is also another trophy that you need to get to collect every coin in the game. Of course, there are coins in all the run and gun levels, but there are also hidden coins that you can find around the aisles. The last hidden coin I needed was in the area where you can fight King Dice and also the devil. So you said there's one behind the pillar? Oh, there it is. Hey, High Roller, what's that? Oh, get every coin in the game. So usually once you collect every coin in the game, you can then go ahead and do another trophy for buying everything out of Pork Rind's shop. But earlier in the game, I ended up buying a DLC weapon. I had no idea it was a DLC weapon at the time I bought it. So I actually had to head over to the DLC island to get a couple coins to then be able to get that last thing from Pork Rind's shop, which would then grant me the trophy. Yes, all right. Boom, butter and egg, man. Buy everything in Pork Rind's shop. So now it was time for the two final bosses in the game, King Dice and the Devil. It wasn't as simple for King Dice to just go in the boss fight and beat him. There was actually a whole board of mini bosses that you needed to defeat before you can actually get to the King Dice boss itself. And you don't regain any HP after you defeat one of those bosses. You keep the same HP throughout the whole entire time you're in the casino. But luckily there are 3 spots spread across the board that you can land on and get an extra heart throughout the fight. Oh, we're safe, we're safe. Okay, so all I need is a 2 or a 3, and we're good. And of course I roll 1. Are you kidding me? Here's the run I finally beat King Dice. Great, here we go. I'm literally destroying my X button now, I don't care. Alright, I'm gonna take a hit here because I'm probably gonna get hit. Yep, okay, that's completely fine, but I got that off, so I don't even care. Okay. Yes! Yes, let's go. Casino night. Oh, finally. Now it was time for the final boss of the game, the Devil. The Devil actually wasn't that bad for me. Before I fought him, though, I did decide to knock out 1 trophy. Before you fight him, he asks you to hand over your soul contracts and join his team. If you click yes on that instead of no, you end up getting a trophy and the bad ending in the game. Now we're demons. Just load save after. All right. Selling out. Give in to the Devil. There we go. But if you click no, you then go on to fight him. I hate the axe, man. Alright, let's see how this goes. He's crying. Is this the last phase? Yes! Yes! Let's go. Swing your sinner. Defeat the devil. The game is finally over. Let's go, boys. Let's go. 1 HP W. Everyone spam the W's right now. Probably what I missed. There we go. Another trophy. Soul saved. Complete the game on normal. Now that the normal game was over, it was time for step 2, which was get miscellaneous trophies and beat the game on expert while getting an A rank on every single boss in the game. The first miscellaneous trophy I decided to go for was this trophy right here, which was for defeating a boss only using the mini plane bullets in the flying levels. The easiest boss to do this on was the skeleton horse boss inside the King Dice boss fight. In my opinion, this was one of the most annoying trophies in the game. Take a look. Come on, he can't be that far away. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. Oh my god, that was so close. Yes! Oh, thank you. Bravo, Zulu. Screw this game, Lou. The next trophy I decided to go for was to get an S rank on a boss. To do that, what you needed to do on a boss was beat the boss in under 2 minutes, finish the boss with 3 HP, parry 3 things in the boss, and use your super meter 6 times, as well as play the level on expert. Having 3 HP in a boss is a key thing for some of the trophies in this game. There are a couple trophies that involve not getting hit in a boss fight, but that's actually not true. You just need to stay 3 HP or above on the boss fight, and it actually counts. The way you can kind of cheat that criteria is by putting on an extra heart or putting on the twin hearts to make it so you spawn with 5 HP instead of 3. That way you have at least 2 hits you can take and still meet the criteria for the 3 HP bonus. Hey, there we go. Put on a show. Get an S rank, yeah. Gumball was definitely the easier one for me. The next trophy I went for was to defeat a boss with an extra special move. There we go, ceramic strike. Finally, defeat a boss with an extra special move. Finally, there we go. The next miscellaneous trophy was to defeat King Dice without taking a hit. Now again, same thing applies for getting an S rank at a level. You actually just have to stay above 3 HP in this boss. It makes it even easier as there's a chance to acquire 3 more HP throughout the King Dice boss fight, as well as you can equip extra hearts. All right, we got 6. All right, that's fine, that's fine. Come on, he's got to be close. Yes. Yes, finally. Now it was time for by far the hardest part about this game, getting an A rank or higher on each boss, as well as defeating every boss on expert. I'm not going to show you every boss, I'm just going to show you the hardest boss I thought it was to do on each aisle. The goal for each level was to first beat the level on expert and then after go for the A rank on the level. I felt like that was the best strategy as I would get very used to the attack pattern in expert, and then once I defeated it on expert, I can easily then get the A rank because I was pretty used to the boss and knew the attack pattern well. And it was also much easier since it was on regular instead of expert. The hardest boss on Inkwell Isle 1 was definitely, for sure, without a doubt, I don't even know how much I had to say it, is Ribby and Croaks. That's what I wish these stupid frogs would do, is croak, because I hate these things. In the first phase, the projectiles he throws are much faster than normal, as well as the other frog shooting aimbot freaking bees at you, which you have to destroy with your gun, or you're going to get hit. So while you're dodging these super fast projectiles, you also have to shoot these bees, or else you're going to get hit. And I absolutely hate this boss. But this was the last boss that I needed to A rank on in Inkwell Isle 1, so here's that. Come on, it's got to be close. Yes, there we go. There we go. The hardest boss for me on Inkwell Isle 2 was for some reason Baroness Von Bonbon. I don't know what it was, but I just could not beat this boss. Grim Matchstick was also tough, but I was able to pick up on his attack patterns easier, as well as Wally Warbles was also pretty tough. But for this boss, you get a random phase. It's going to be different each time you fight the boss. And there was one boss in the random pool of bosses that, for the life of me, I can probably not still beat until this day. And that's this freaking cupcake, ice cream, whatever the hell this thing is. Every time that he showed up in the level, it was an instant restart. It doesn't even matter if it was the third boss, the third phase, I restarted the level because I hated this thing so goddamn much. Wally Warbles was the final boss I needed to defeat in Inkwell Isle 2, so here's me defeating him. Before moving on to Inkwell Isle 3, I actually decided to take a pause on going in order and actually go to where the casino and the devil is located. Because I'd already gotten the A rank on King Dice, now I decided to go for the A rank on the devil because that would earn me a trophy. And again, the devil proved to be not not that difficult for me. Here's my final run on defeating him. Now on Inkwell IL3, the final boss I needed to defeat on Expert, as well as get an A rank on, was of course the hardest boss in the game, Dr. Cal's robot. Jesus Christ, did I not have a good time with this stupid boss. Bender from Futurama, I still have nightmares trying to defeat this boss on Expert. God. It's so tricky to avoid. Yes! Let's go! Unfortunately, that wasn't it for my pain and torture though, because I needed to go back into this boss and get the A rank on him as well. There we go, Mayor. Finally. Now it was time to defeat the two final bosses on Expert, since I already got the A ranks earlier. My strategy for King Dice was to retry and keep retrying until I got at least 2 hearts in 2 of the positions of the path that I wanted to take to defeat this boss on Expert. The path that I decided to take was to roll a 3 on the dice each time, and that would take me in the order of the 3rd spot, which was the Zaza boss, I like to call it, the 5th spot, which was the Magic Bunny boss, and the 7th boss, which was the Ballerina boss, I'll call her. Then finally, I would take on King Dice. So I kept re-rolling the board until I got hearts on 2 of those 3 spots, and finally, this was my final run. Oh, it takes so long to kill, bro. Like, thank you. I literally didn't have a chance there. This game is so dumb, man. Thank you. That just simply wasn't a 3, but I'm okay. We're getting back, I don't care. Alright. Told you we're getting freaking back. Told you we're getting back. Thank you for letting me pair. I appreciate that, game. Should have dashed. Thank you. Thank you. So finally, it all came down to this. It was time to beat the devil on the hardest difficulty in the game, Expert. No. How close was I? Oh my god. Not bad so far. Not bad so far. Oh, that was close. Nice. I got hit by a T or whatever. Nice. Beat the devil at his own game. Finally. Oh, man. Finally. I don't gotta play any freaking boss on the normal game ever again in my life. The final thing that I needed left for the platinum of the main game was to get the pacifist rank on each run and gun level in the game. What that means is going through the whole level start to finish without killing a single enemy. There were 6 levels in the game, and honestly, this wasn't that bad for me either. It was really just the last level that was really difficult. But here it is, my final run on this level, and of course, the platinum trophy. 1 trophy away, bro. Literally 1 trophy away, and this will be the last mission. Wait, did I? Here we go. Here we go. Pacifist. Done. And oh my god. Thank you. Grand uproar. It's over. It's finally over. Oh, man. There we go, man. Let's go. Grand uproar, that's what I'm talking about. But of course, I wasn't done yet, as it was now time to tackle the DLC, the delicious last course. There are 14 total DLC trophies in Cuphead, and I actually already had 4 of them. The first one being the latest sensation, which was for defeating a boss with one of Porkrind's new weapons. The next 2 which I got together was Alive and Kicking and the Golden Touch. The Alive and Kicking was for just simply defeating a boss with Miss Chalice, and the Golden Touch was for defeating a boss with one of Miss Chalice's super arts. And the last one I got just in case was Hardy, which was for having 9 HP at one time. So you get 3 trophies throughout defeating every boss on the delicious last course. One for defeating all of the King of Games champions. I'll get to more of that later. Another one for completing my quest on Inkwell Isle 4. And the last one for defeating every boss on Inkwell Isle 4. Now it was time for me to do what I thought was by far the hardest trophy in this entire game. Not just the DLC, the entire game. This trophy made me nearly lose my mind. I had to get an S rank on a stage on Inkwell Isle 4. On the base game, it was easy because you could just get an S rank on one of the first bosses in the game. They had the same difficulty of getting an S rank on one of the bosses on Inkwell Isle 3. And man, did this trophy make me lose it. I was stuck on this trophy for nearly 3 hours just trying different strategies, trying different bosses, trying to get an S rank. I just couldn't do it for the life of me. I tried different weapons. I even looked up strategies. I tried using Miss Chalice. I tried using Cuphead. I tried different varieties of weapons for certain bosses. I just couldn't do it for the life of me. Finally, the strategy that I landed on that worked best for me was to equip this ring that gave me a heart for my first parry, my third parry, and also my 6th parry. As of course, like I mentioned before with the S ranks, you just need to stay at 3 HP or higher. Glumstone the Giant was the original one that I decided to go for, but I ended up switching so many times. But after I discovered the heart ring strategy for myself, I decided to go back to him, and here is my final run where I finally do it. Yes! Finally, dude. Oh my god, after like 2 hours, man. Oh my god. Screw this game, bro. The next trophy I had to do was to defeat a level without killing any of the boss's minions. The easiest boss to do that on was Winchester. I pretty much got this first try. I just put the boss on simple and I got it real easily. After that, what I had to do was defeat 10 bosses with Miss Chalice. I already had like 6 from doing the DLC bosses. All I did now was just go back to the base game and defeat 4 more bosses on simple, and I easily got this trophy as well. The next trophy I had to do was defeat the King's Gauntlet. It actually wasn't that bad. All I had to do was defeat these 5 bosses all in a row, and you get max HP each time you defeat a boss. And there was no shooting involved in these bosses at all. All you had to do was parry them, and that's how you defeated each boss. Each boss represented a chess piece. The first one was the pawn boss. There were 7 pawns that each dropped from the ceiling, and all you had to do was parry each one, and that's how you defeated that boss. The next one was the bishop. This one was pretty easy as well. This one had a set attack pattern. This one was basically a waiting game. There was certain attacks that he did, and once he did those certain attacks, he got tired, and then you had the opportunity to hit him. So all this was basically just a waiting game. The third one was the bishop, and all you had to do for this one was put out each candle, and then you had the opportunity to parry it. The fourth one was the rook, and what he did is he shot things at you, and you had to send them back to him by parrying those things all the way back, and it would hit him, and you had to do that a certain amount of times, and that's how you would defeat him. And finally, the queen, all you had to do was just shoot cannonballs at her, and that's how you won. And after you did that, you got the trophy. So of course, here we go again. What we had to do was defeat each boss with an A rank or higher in Inkwell Isle 4. This one wasn't bad at all. I was pretty much used to the game at this point, so I ended up getting these pretty easily. Okay, so now what we have to do is face the secret boss and also repair this strange relic that we got. If you go to the store, you can buy this broken relic that the game gives you, and you have to repair that to something called the divine relic. How you do that is you first have to face a secret boss. How you do that secret boss is you go up to these guys. Okay, so upright. This one's saying down. I don't really know what that means. And this one's saying right. So then you go over here to this graveyard, and basically you go up, right, down. I don't know what down means, but I guess it's left and right. All right, there we go. Now I unlocked it. That was weird. But as you can see, it then opens up this portal, and there's a secret boss fight in here. It asks you if you take a little nap. You take a nap and you go into it. As you can see right here, you start facing this boss right here. So all we have to do is beat him. And I got destroyed quite literally instantly. Okay. Hey, nice. And there we go. We get the first trophy, a horrible night to have a curse. And then basically what this little ghost here is saying is now the relic that's in my thing has now turned into the cursed relic. And now we can equip it and use it. And now what we have to do with this relic, now we have to defeat a certain amount of bosses with this relic equipped. And basically as it starts out, it starts you with 1 HP. You know me. I'm just gonna do that. So once we defeat like 7 or 8 bosses, I guess we're good, and then it upgrades, and then we get the trophy. There we go. Finally obtained great power. We got the Paladin trophy. That is 100% completion in Cuphead, and I can finally never play this game again. Good riddance.